Have you ever pondered the significance of recovery and post-incident response in network administration? The answer is more critical than you might think. Recovery and post-incident response are the lifeboats of network administration, the safety nets that catch us when we stumble in the digital realm. They serve as the guardians of network integrity, ensuring that even in the face of mishaps, the network remains secure, efficient, and reliable. Without them, we expose ourselves to a myriad of potential risks and damages. Imagine a fortress without its walls, a ship without its hull. That's a network without effective recovery and post-incident response procedures. When a network incident occurs, it's a race against time. Every second counts. Having a well-planned recovery and post-incident response can mean the difference between a minor hiccup and a major catastrophe. So it's not just about fixing problems, it's about safeguarding the future of the network. Understanding and implementing these processes is a crucial part of successful network administration. Now, dive into the recovery process, a critical component of network administration. The recovery process is a crucial part of network administration, and it begins with having a solid recovery plan in place. This step is not just about creating a plan, but about creating a plan that is thorough, practical, and adaptable to different situations. It should clearly outline the procedures and protocols to follow in the event of a network issue. This might include steps such as isolating impacted systems, identifying and rectifying the root cause, and restoring data from backups. The second step is implementing the recovery plan when a network issue arises. This is where the rubber meets the road. When a network issue occurs, it's time to put the plan into action. This involves quickly identifying the issue, isolating it to prevent further damage, and then working to resolve it. This could be anything from repairing a faulty cable to dealing with a major security breach. Following the implementation, the next step is to assess the damage and rectify it. This could involve restoring lost data from backups, repairing or replacing damaged hardware, or patching software vulnerabilities. The goal is to get the network back up and running as quickly and efficiently as possible, with minimal data loss and disruption. The final step in the recovery process is testing the effectiveness of the recovery plan. This involves simulating a network issue and implementing the recovery plan to see how well it works in practice. This can help identify any weaknesses or gaps in the plan, which can then be addressed to improve its effectiveness. It's important to remember that the recovery process is not a one-time event, but an ongoing part of network administration. It needs to be reviewed and updated regularly to ensure it remains effective and up-to-date with the latest threats and vulnerabilities. A well-planned and executed recovery process can save a network from devastating damage. So invest the time, resources, and thought into creating, implementing, testing, and refining your recovery plan. Because when it comes to network administration, prevention is always better than cure, but being prepared for any eventuality is the best defense of all. A well-planned and executed recovery process can save a network from devastating damage. Moving forward, let's explore the post-incident response process. The post-incident response can be compared to a detective's work. It's about piecing together the puzzle, finding out what went wrong, and learning from it. It's a journey that typically includes several key steps. First, there's the analysis stage. Here we delve into the details of the incident, examining logs, systems, and other relevant data. The goal is to determine what happened when it happened and what impact it had on the network. In some cases, the answers might be clear. Other times, it's like peeling an onion, one layer revealing another. Next comes the identification stage. This is where we try to pinpoint the cause of the incident. Was it a malware attack, an internal error, a system failure? Identifying the cause isn't just about laying blame. It's about understanding the root of the problem so we can address it effectively. Once we've identified the cause, we move on to the resolution stage. This involves taking corrective action to address the issue. It might mean patching a software vulnerability, improving network configurations, or educating staff about cybersecurity best practices. Every incident is unique, and so is the resolution. Finally, we come to the prevention stage. Here, we take steps to minimize the likelihood of similar incidents in the future. This may involve implementing new security measures, updating policies, or investing in new technology. It's about learning from the past to protect the future. But remember, the post-incident response isn't a one-and-done deal. It's an ongoing process. We must continue to monitor the network, reassess our strategies, and adapt as threats evolve. It's like a game of chess where we must always be thinking several moves ahead. So, why is the post-incident response so important? Because it helps us learn from our mistakes, strengthen our defenses, and maintain the integrity of our network. It's a crucial part of network administration, one that requires diligence, knowledge, and a keen eye for detail. A comprehensive post-incident response process helps ensure the ongoing security and efficiency of a network. To sum up, recovery and post-incident response are integral parts of network administration. Let's take a moment to recap the key points we've discussed in this video. Starting with recovery, this is the process of restoring a network back to its optimal functioning state after an incident. It's not just about getting things back to normal, but doing so in a way that minimizes the impact on the organization and its users. We've walked through the steps of this process, which include identifying the extent of the damage, prioritizing the recovery tasks, implementing the recovery plan, and testing to ensure everything is back to normal. Post-incident response, on the other hand, is the process of learning from the incident to prevent future occurrences. It's about taking a step back and reviewing what happened, why it happened, and how it was handled. This includes a detailed analysis of the incident, identifying the root cause, evaluating the effectiveness of the response, and making necessary changes to prevent a recurrence. Neglecting these processes can have serious consequences. Without effective recovery, an organization can face prolonged downtime, loss of data, and a decrease in user trust. Without a thorough post-incident response, the organization could be vulnerable to repeat incidents, which could lead to even more significant damage. These processes are not just about dealing with incidents after they happen, but also about being proactive. By having a robust recovery and post-incident response plan in place, an organization can be prepared to handle incidents effectively and efficiently. This, in turn, can help to minimize the impact of incidents and reduce the likelihood of their occurrence. So what's the bottom line? Recovery and post-incident response are not just reactive measures, but proactive strategies that can help an organization maintain a secure and efficient network. They are essential tools in the network administrator's toolkit. Keep these points in mind to maintain a secure and efficient network. Remember, in network administration, prevention is always better than cure.